The following is a special presentation on TNN, the Nashville Network.
A coliseum of speed. A 1 mile bank challenge calling to the best in the sport of stock car racing. Dale Earnhardt, 5-time Winston Cup champ and the man most likely to succeed in 1993. He has dominated the season today, but surely he must be feeling the breath of his closest pursuer. Like Rusty Wallace, 1989 titleist who well remembers the thrill of his championship. Wallace has 6 victories this year, and today his 3rd pole position. And this man, Mark Martin, winner of 4 races this year. Martin's Jack Roush team has recently been all but unstoppable, a juggernaut of performance. Will his late season charge deliver the so far elusive championship? 3 men chasing a title. 34 others chasing victory. A sure formula for drama as NASCAR returns to the Monster Mile. TNN Motorsports proudly presents live exclusive coverage of the Splitfire Spark Plug 500 presented by Pep Boys. From Dover, Delaware and the Monster Mile. This is the car that owned 6 victories and 3 pole positions in 1993 is on the pole today, and with its driver, let's go trackside and Glenn Jarrett.
Well, Mike, throughout most of Rusty Wallace's racing career, he has been a Pontiac man. But recently, rumors have surfaced that he may switch to Ford next year. But like you said, he's won 6 races. He's on the pole for today's race. Your Pontiacs have been causing a lot of excitement, Rusty. You're really running well.
I got a good Pontiac. I really enjoy being involved with the people, and I've had a lot of wins. I've probably had more wins than I could ever imagine with them. But unfortunately, it's not my decisions right now. It's in GM's decision whether they want us or not.
Well, looking at today's race, so you've been darn near unbeatable on 1 mile or less racetracks this year.
Well, it's a long race today. We've had good handling all the time. We really pay a lot of attention to our engine combinations, our chassis programs, and stuff like that. But we're really ready for today's race. I think we are. I led this race a ton the first race, and then Mark and I got in a big wreck coming off at turn 3 there, and I wasn't able to finish it. But hey, we're on the front row today. This is the car I had at Bristol. It's a good car. I've won 4 or 5 times with this car so far, so I got a lot of confidence leading in today's event.
Well, good luck to you. Here's Randy Pemberton.
Well, folks, unless you've been doing the Rip Van Winkle thing over the last 4 weeks, you probably know that Mark Martin has been the hottest driver on the circuit. 4 Winston Cup wins in a row until last week at Richmond. Didn't have a bad run last week, Mark, but you're at a place, Dover, that it probably owes you one. You've done everything but win.
Well, we're looking forward to today. You know, the Valvoline team's got a great car under me, and we're all pumped up. This is a racetrack where we've run, you know, really good at in the past and haven't won yet. So we got our fingers crossed today. We're looking forward to it.
Good luck. Glenn Jarrett.
Well, I'm standing by with the points leader, Dale Earnhardt. And, you know, some talk has been bandied around lately that this guy's been stroking a little bit, trying to protect that point lead. I've known this guy for 35 years. I've never known him to stroke. Dale, you going to go get him today?
Well, we, want to race about 450 so laps there and try to be in contention to race in that last 50. It's going to be a tough race. We hadn't had much practice, and we think we got the car right or close, and we want to have it right so our tires wear right and everything. And you got some guys up here that need to win a race before the end of the year, and then trying to prove themselves to the car owners and to the sponsors. And it's going to be a tough race. You just going to have to hopefully stay out of trouble until the end there and race them at the end.
Well, he's a tough man. He can do it. Mike?
Thanks, Glenn, and hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day for racing here at Dover. Those are 3 familiar faces and 3 very familiar cars, but that's not the case all the way through the field. Silly season 1994 is already upon us, and already there are big changes. Beginning today, Jeff Bodine climbs into the seat of the team he purchased from the Alan Kulwicki estate. That leaves Jimmy Hensley rideless. Lake Speed takes Bodine's seat in the Bud Moore Motorcraft Ford. Ernie Irvin has moved into the Robert Yates Racing Texaco Ford, and Jeff Purvis, who's been running a kind of a farm team development team with James Finch for the Morgan McClure people, now drives their Kodak car. And earlier, Todd Bodine replaced Dick Trickle in Butch Mock's Factory Stores Ford. There's one other temporary change Glenn will tell you about in a moment. But first, what is driving all of these mid-season changes? What's behind it? And what lies ahead? Let's go to my 2 broadcast partners, Neil Bonnet and Buddy Baker, for the answers Here's Neil.
When we start talking about driver change and the things happen internally in this garage area, just think back. You're looking at Jeff Gordon's car right now. He was being brought along by Ford Motor Company to drive a Winston Cup car. Guess what? He went to Chevrolet. Ford was really upset. Now you're looking at the Chevrolet that Ernie Irvin just got through driving. He went over to Ford. Is that a payoff? Who knows? But let me tell you what, we're always talking about the Winston Championship. Not only the Drivers' Championship, but the Manufacturers' Championship. Ford, Chevrolet, they fight every week on the racetrack, and now they're fighting off the racetrack to who drives which race car. I've never seen them so involved as they are right now as to which driver goes into which car. They're getting very protective about losing their drivers, and they're getting very aggressive about picking up new drivers. Very tough on the drivers to decide which way to go, but they're getting some help from the manufacturers. Let's go over to Buddy Baker and see what's happening to the driver points.
You know, guys, everybody's concerned with who's going to be number 1, number 2 in the points. But there's a race going on back in there from 4th place. $170,000. That's a lot of money. It drops. When you get the 14th spot in the point, you drop to $40,000. The difference of $130,000. Had years I didn't make that much. This is for the points, not counting what you're doing now. These guys are going to go after it the last part. There'll be no pulling over or anything else. It's going to be hard racing, and everybody wants to move up in the points.
The 26 Quaker Straight Ford that you're looking at here is normally driven by Brett Bodine, who is in 14th place in the points. But Brett crashed hard in practice on Friday. The super sub of NASCAR this year, Dick Trickle, has taken over. He ran some of the fastest laps in practice yesterday. Dick, you got to feel good about your chances. This car's flying.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kenny Bernstein has put a super team here together with Quaker State people. The car is quick, in only like 5 laps or so we were running a 23-second bracket. And, I'm just proud to be filling in for Brett. And, I know it's harder for him than it is me right now, but Brett, this is for you.
Well, we have a report that Brett is okay. He's gone to Allentown, Pennsylvania hospital to have a cast fitted for his wrist, but he is okay.
TNN Motorsports exclusive coverage of the Splitfire Spark Plug 500. He is brought to you by Haviland Formula 3 Motor Oil. Add more life to your car. By cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft and Miller Genuine Draft Light, taking the country by storm. By Goodyear, #1 in tires. By Buick and your local Buick dealer. Remember Buick, the new symbol for quality in America. And by Pep Boys. For quality parts, accessories, and service, come to Pep Boys, America's Automotive Supercenter. It's a packed house and a perfect day for racing here in Dover, Delaware. Pre-race ceremonies continue. We'll be right back. Let's go back down to the starting grid. Here's Glenn Jarrett.
Well, Mike, we're standing by the DuPont Chevrolet driven by rookie phenom Jeff Gordon. And it's not unusual for a young kid to take a fast car out on a ride for a Sunday afternoon. This guy does it regularly, and he does it well. You've been running awfully well lately, Jeff. I know you got to be looking for that first win. Could it come today?
Well, I hope so. We got a lot of folks from DuPont up here, and the car is just driving beautiful. It's probably one of the best cars I've had. This crew is doing a good job, so we're just going to see how it goes. I think today might be the day.
Okay, best of luck to you. Of course, Jeff, along with everybody else here today, was led to the checkered flag at last week's race by the same man who will lead them to the green flag today, as Mike Joey reports.
Mark Martin going for a modern-day record 5th win in a row was the leader at the halfway point. But Rusty Wallace, earlier penalized for jumping a restart, would move his way back to the front at lap 267. Soon, Bill Elliott would be right on Wallace's tail for the lead. 15 laps to go. The restart turns into a major pileup as you watch from Bobby Hillen's car. Next restart, 10 cars to be on the lead lap with 9 to go. Earnhardt and Elliott almost get together, but caution comes out again. With just 2 laps to go, Ken Schrader, a lap down, battles Dale Earnhardt as he tries to overtake Elliott. Elliott winds up second. Rusty Wallace gains his 6th victory of the season. Earnhardt still with a secure point lead. Rusty Wallace gained a bit of ground over Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett, and Morgan Shepherd. Kyle Petty, Kenny Schrader, Bill Elliott, Jeff Gordon, and Ernie Irvin are your top 10.